22 things I learned before turning 22. Hey guys, it's Anaya and welcome back to my channel. So guess what? My birthday's in 2 days. The day that this is being posted, it would be 1 day into my birthday. So I guess 1 day. But anyway, before we get into this video, I was originally planning to do a what I eat in a weekend vlog, but it didn't work out and I kept forgetting to film whenever I was eating. But I was like, why not show you the clips that I did get from this past Saturday, because I only recorded on Saturday. Oh, just to give some context before I show you the clips, this past Saturday I had kids camp and a basketball game. It was like 5 to 6 hours of kids camp and then 2 hours of the basketball game. So anyway, we had to be there like an hour earlier before check-in started to help set up, and my coach got us like muffins and oranges. We also had pizza for lunch. So that's what I ate on film. Of course I ate like later, but like only got those things on film. So here are those clips.
Ain't gonna save you. Hi y'all, hey vlog. Hey vlog.
First thing I'm eating this morning.
Being skinny, mini muffin.
Yes, chocolate chip muffin, oranges. Here's Kate, man.
What's up, YouTube?
And we have pizza, cheese pizza. The kids are doing good. But anyway, since I failed making that video and I'm recording this a day before it's getting posted, I was like, what video am I gonna do? Like, let me look on YouTube for inspiration. I was scrolling, I was like, I don't know what to do. Then randomly I started thinking about my birthday, and then I typed in something about birthday. Let's see if I can get inspiration about something before my birthday. So when I saw those videos, I was like, oh, let me do 22 things I learned before 22. That's crazy. 22 is crazy. I can't even fathom the fact I'm turning 22. But yeah, anyway, of course I have more to learn as I get older, but I'm pretty sure I learned a lot over the past 2 decades. Yeah, but I'm just gonna share some lessons. I made a list on my computer, so if you see like a light on me, it's because it's the computer light. See, yeah, I'm turning it down though because it's too much. But yeah, let's get into this. All right, number 1, if you do what interests you, at least one person is pleased. That is a quote I got from the internet, and I have that on top of my Notion planner. You don't need everyone to approve your choices. People will always have opinions, even when you do everything right. When you follow what genuinely excites you, you become that one person who's proud. And confidence grows when you stop living for outside validation. Number 2, it kind of ties into number 1, but you don't need permission to live your life. You're allowed to choose what's best for you. Live your authentic life. Live freely. Your life is yours. You do what you want to do. Number 3, it's okay to change your mind. I'm allowed to evolve. I learned that changing your mind is learning, not failing. And I noticed that the version of me from a few years ago does not have the knowledge I have now. Number 4, you don't need to have it all figured out. I'm usually a person who likes to have something figured out, but sometimes life doesn't work that way, and it's okay when it's not all figured out. Most people are figuring things out as they go. Pressure to know everything steals joy from the present time. You just gotta trust clarity comes with time and experience. Number 5 is gonna sound like very basic, but it's important. Number 5 is sleep is so important. If you didn't know already, y'all, your sleep affects your mood, focus, motivation, and emotions. You can't heal or grow if you're constantly exhausted. Getting your rest is being productive. Your body will thank you. You know, taking care of your body is self-respect, so have some self-respect for yourself. Number 6, your mental health deserves attention. Ignoring your mental health doesn't make it disappear. Checking in with yourself is just as important as checking your grades or your schedule. You deserve peace, not productivity. Yes, as a college student, I have to be productive and make sure I'm keeping up with everything, but I also need to find time to take care of myself mentally and physically and emotionally and spiritually and so forth. Number 7, discipline will take you further than motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline shows up when you don't feel like it, and that's just gonna be how it is. And progress happens in boring moments. Number 8, consistency matters more than perfection. This is big for me. I learned this like a long time ago, but I'm bringing it to this video because I learned this before I was 22. But It was big back then for me. I was like, I don't need to be perfect, but I can be consistent. You don't have to do everything perfectly to make progress. Consistency builds trust with yourself. Number 9, not everyone will stay, and that is okay. Some people are meant to stay in certain chapters, not the whole book. I ate with that, don't play. But outgrowing relationships doesn't mean anyone failed, okay? It's just life. People come, people go. Everybody's gonna go through it. Everybody is. All right, double digits. Number 10, forgive them and move on, but don't forget the lesson. If somebody did something wrong to you and you're like, what in the world? You're like, you don't want to forgive them, right? Because why would you do that? Like, I'm not gonna forgive you. But that's not the case. You are forgiving them for your peace, not their comfort. We're gonna forgive them. I'm not gonna forget what they did. Of course, you're not gonna forget, but forgive them and we're just gonna move on with life. Life is still moving on. You can't be stuck on that. Hopefully that makes sense because I recently learned that. Number 11, this is what I've been saying since the start of the senior year, but in a different way. Saying no is a form of self-respect. I did say I want to say yes more, but I'm gonna say no still this semester. It's gonna be like 50-50. But every yes costs energy, so you have to make sure you have energy for that. You don't have to please everybody, okay? You can say no. And if they don't like that you said no, then okay, I need to take care of myself before I go out and have some fun. Yeah, but saying no doesn't make you selfish, okay? It makes you honest. All right, we're halfway there. 11 more to go. Number 12, boundaries will cost you people. Yeah, not everyone will like your boundaries. So the true people who understand are those people that you trust. So losing people doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong, okay? It's life. Like I said, this is all life. Number 13, protecting your peace is more important than being liked, which is so true. You don't have to explain every decision you're making, which I need to stop doing. I'm still working on that actually. I over-explain. I'm gonna try, but it's kind of hard. I'm just an overthinker and an over-explainer. Like right now, I'm not even reading the notes that I made for this. But yeah, having peace with yourself makes your life way lighter. Number 14, how you talk to yourself matters. Your inner voice becomes your reality. If you're gonna have negative talk, you're gonna have a negative day. If you have positive talk, you're gonna have a positive day. Even if something goes wrong, let's have an optimistic mind. And let's probably change it around maybe, you know? Also think like, if you want to say something to your friend, don't say it to yourself. Self-compassion builds confidence. All right, number 15, alone time is necessary and it's not lonely. I'm such an individual person. I'm an independent woman, you know. I love my alone time. I like to do stuff by myself. Being alone helps you reconnect with yourself. It's good to have some alone time. And I have it a lot and I love it. Number 16, growth is uncomfortable. Yeah, whatever you're doing, if it feels uncomfortable, it's probably because you're growing. Yeah, that's a good thing. You have to grow. But remember, this is only temporary for this uncomfortable stuff, but it all leads to long time of peacefulness. So yeah. Number 17, trust God even when you don't understand. Okay, I guess for the people who don't know, I'm a Christian. Trusting God doesn't mean your life will be easier, you know? It means you believe things are happening for you, not to you, if that makes sense. And I learned that even when things fall apart, God sees a bigger picture. And I learned that everything happens because of Him. And I'm gonna get back to that a little bit at the end, and you'll see what I mean. Number 18, this is another simple one. Be thankful. And yeah, I know this is like basic and simple, but think about, there are people in this world who wish and pray of what you have right now. Like even on hard days, you might be thinking like, this is the worst day of my life. There's always something to appreciate because you have something that somebody else doesn't. Yeah, this is simple, but very important to think about. Number 19, celebrate the small wins. Of course, big milestones and big things deserves a big celebration. Of course, those are big. We want to celebrate. You also got to celebrate those little small things. Celebrating yourself is confidence, and those little small victories keep you motivated. Number 20, life comes in thirds. Good, hard, and okay. Kind of self-explanatory here. Not every season is going to be amazing, and that's life. That is normal. You're going to have some good days. You're going to have some bad and hard days. You're going to have okay days. Don't always think your bad days is because I have a bad life. Not every day is sunshine and rainbows, okay? That is very self-explanatory. We're just gonna keep going. All right, second to last one. All right, number 21. asking for help is a strength. I always used to be scared of asking for help. There's no shame of asking for help. If you really need it, ask. Most likely somebody's gonna help you and then you're gonna feel much better. Asking for help doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. Last one, 22 out of 22. All right, this is similar to the saying that I say every day. Everything happens for a reason, but I wrote 22 as everything works out, just not how you expect. And that goes back into what I said about trusting God, because you feel like something's not working out and you're like, dang, but you have to trust God, something is gonna work out because he sees what's gonna happen. He sees the bigger picture. Life rarely follows the plan that you imagined. And then when you look back on things, when something happens, it makes sense. Like, oh wow, that was supposed to happen for me to get here. So everything happens for a reason. And those are the 22 things I learned before 22. Of course, I learned a lot of other things, but those 22 things were the ones that first came to my mind. By the way, this is only from my experience. Like, just take this with a grain of salt, basically. I do hope you took something from this or resonated with something. But anyway, I can't believe my birthday's in 2 days. But yeah, but stay tuned for the birthday vlog. I'm gonna end today's video here. So if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below, and turn on my post notifications so you get notified when I post a new video. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.